Good morning, Gun Nuts. This is Nathan from the Reloading Room. Sorry about the echo in here, but as you can see, or as you have seen on the videos, we're doing a little bit of renovating, and we're not quite done yet with building the bench and stuff like that, and a couple other things that are going to cut down on some of the echo in the room. But I wanted to film in here for the first time for the return of the Reloaders Network weekly recap. It's been about 2-3 weeks since I've been able to do one. I've gotten a lot of feedback from guys saying, hey, you know, where's the recaps at? And wanted to be able to get this out here because this is something that I really enjoy doing, and I think it kind of helps out some of my subscribers to find other channels and find info that may pertain to them. First, I want to talk about Ozark Spirit. He just posted a video on the Reloaders Network today. In fact, just kind of giving an update of his channel and where he's been and what he's been up to. You know, he's been busy like a lot of us have been, but he's also done some renovating work, and he's doing a reloading room renovation, or has done, in the process of doing, because it's always a process, right? It gives you a walk around his new reloading room, and you can really see, one of the things I really appreciate about it, you can really see how far the inline fabrication mount extends the mount. So if the base is here, the extension of the press is way out here. So by looking at that, you can get a pretty good idea of exactly what you need for bench depth and things like that, depending on how high it is. Now that may just be because that was one of the shorter ones. Maybe with the taller ones, it doesn't come back as far. But sometimes when you see the videos and you see the pictures of the inline fabrication mounts, it's a little hard to tell exactly what the size is. There's not a really good kind of idea for relative size. He also showed, there was a brief picture or brief pan of the camera where he has a clip mounting his phone to his laptop. And I remember these clips and I completely forgot about them. So for live streaming, where you're watching your chat on one screen and your Google Hangouts on another, that's really going to help out. I'm going to look into getting one of those on Amazon here soon for my iPad, and I'll just clip my iPad to there so I'm not looking down or looking up, you know, during the live stream, be able to watch that. So I appreciate that, Ozark. That's nice. He's also going to be going into 357 SIG. And if you haven't gotten into that caliber, this might be one of those jumping on points where you can actually watch somebody go through the process of, you know, getting the brass, changing over his 40 to a 357 SIG, and all the process that goes into that. KFW tests some hand loads for the 7.62x25 Tokarev using a 90 grain XTP and some Winchester 296. He gets some really good results, some pretty good standard deviations. What I was most impressed with was the bullet expansion of the 90 grain XTP in water jugs with the 296 load that he's worked up. It didn't look like he had any fragmentation. It looked like everything held together, and the bullet came out to about 458-ish, somewhere around there, from, you know, practically just about a 30 cal bullet up to, you know, a large 45 cal bullet. So really impressive expansion on that bullet, and it seemed to work really well for that gun. Uncle Jim cast for the second time. He's done more since then, but you remember it's been 2 or 3 weeks, so I've got a backlog. But if you're interested into getting into casting, sometimes going and watching somebody who's a proficient reloader, just hasn't casted before, watching his videos leading up to casting, then kind of what he's gone through as he's been getting into it and learning the nuances of casting. And Jim does a really good job of kind of showing you that. He doesn't sugarcoat it. So for you young guys or new guys to casting or thinking about casting, I really recommend taking a look at Uncle Jim's videos on casting, because I think that's a good introduction to the art of casting. I mean, you can watch somebody who, like me or Full Lead Taco or somebody that's been doing it for years, and because we've been doing it for years, it's hard to show and explain kind of the nuance behind it, because we've been doing it for so long, we take it for granted. So watching somebody who's doing it for the first time really has some value. Not to mention entertainment value, because Jim's just hilarious. And I agree with you, Uncle Jim. Standing him up is for the birds. It's too much hassle. West Desert Shooter tests his 7 Winchester Short Mag Tika. He makes shooting at 350 yards look really easy. I mean, it's like he shoots one and he's like, oh, make an adjustment of the scope, and then it's just bang, 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 bang. Then he moves it out to 550 and starts showing off, and just it looks like the gun's gonna be really accurate. I'm happy for him. It looks like he's gonna have a lot of fun with it. I was very surprised to see that the felt, or at least what you could see, a felt recoil with the 7 WSM is not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of a kicker, and it looks like it's not. So that's going to help him out a lot. Rich 1911 makes a great kind of lever action fun video shooting a Henry 22. Really shows just kind of how accurate the Henry 22s can be, especially at reasonable kind of ranges. Now he kind of cheats a little bit with he's got some special safety goggles on, so you want to take a look at that, because those are going to give you multiple. He's got multiple angles going on at once, and it's But for the rest of us, we just kind of have to do it with our bare eyes. But I also found out that shooting shaving cream looks like it's going to be one of my favorite new things to explode out on the range. So thanks, Rich. I appreciate it. TATB does a video explaining the difference between the Lee pace setter and the Lee Ultimate rifle die sets. It's a real simple kind of video, and then it just shows that, hey, look, the Ultimate rifle die set comes with this, and the pace setter comes with this. It's a small difference, but it's leading you into a video that he's wanting to do, where he is going to be explaining why a reloader would only want to possibly neck size a rifle case. And that's really important, especially for guys like me who are middling into accuracy shooting. I'm not getting into full bench rest type stuff, but my reloading procedures for my accurate loads are slightly different. So I think he's going to get into that. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good video. Bolt Action Reloading does an unboxing of let me get this right here, Vortex Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 27 by 56. That is a mouthful. The names of these scopes are just insane to me. I know most all that means something, but that's a lot of words. But he shows the reticle off, which I really liked. And what I loved about this video was, for an unboxing, he gives you enough information for the unboxing to be valuable, but not so much that it actually becomes a review and gets a little long-winded. So if you want to if you've got an idea of possibly a higher end scope that you're looking at buying, I really recommend taking a look at this video, and then he's probably going to do some in the future, kind of doing more of a review on it. Bullets for Freedom and Liberty captures great footage from the 2018 Barry's Area 1 Championship match. This really kind of shows the complexity of the different stages and how you have to move around and prepare for a lot of different shooting positions. I'm really looking into competition shooting. I don't know why. It's just something I'm really starting to get. It's like the bugs bit me, but I haven't jumped in yet. But I'm leading up to it. And watching videos like this really make it interesting. It makes it look like a lot of fun. So if this is something that you haven't thought of before, or if you have, I recommend taking a look at it. He does a great job, and the video is really good, and it is showing a first-person camera view as well as a third-person camera view, so you get a good idea of the movements and the complexity of the course. Silent Bob shows some beautiful grips made by LOK Grips for his Springfield 1911. If you're in the market for grips for that, I think they do multiple different guns too. I don't think it's just 1911s, if memory serves. I'm not sure if that was the grip company that Bacon had them make the grips for his Beretta 92 or not, but something telling me it was. Anyway, they're beautiful grips. Take a look at the video if that's something that you're looking into getting. Opie 25 TTFD. Maybe there's shorthand for that name. I have no idea what it is. I've never been really good at the license plate game either. But he looks to be ready to start reloading his 9mm. He's got all of his components together, in part thanks to another one of our brothers, Eagle Eye Shooting, kind of set him up with some things to get going. It's a pretty tight-knit group if you guys haven't noticed yet, and seeing Opie kind of get involved in this, and he's been around the Reloaders Network and on Slack, and I think he's posted some on some of my videos, and he's also been a part of some of the live streams. He's really looking forward to getting into this, and it's pretty cool of Eagle Eye Shooting to send him some things to get him started. Guys, that's going to be it for this week's weekly recap. That's actually hitting stuff for this week and for the week prior, and I think maybe even one of them for the week before that. But I appreciate you staying tuned. Sorry about the echo. We'll be getting that taken care of over time. But until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.